Good morning, how are you doing? I'm Bob, this is my wife Shirley, and we want to welcome you to the happy place. So come on in and see what we've done.
Let's go, Piper.
And this is Piper.
Go. She's not gonna go.
Yeah, I got it. Go ahead, Cheryl. Come on, girl. Come on. The whole gist of the build started out, we volunteered at church camp, and neither one of us liked sleeping on camp beds, so we decided we were going to get something that we could take, and we looked at a trailer, and I have an S10 pickup, and I'd had to buy a bigger truck, and RVs were just something that we wouldn't consider. And so we thought about, we stumbled across a YouTube video, it might even been yours, Steve, and just thought we could do that. So we started looking for a bus, and we lucked into this one. It was owned by a fellow that ran some farm crews, and he had went from 3 crews down to 2. And he had well maintained this bus. It has 6 brand new tires on it when we bought it. Had a new alternator, a new injection pump. All the fluids had been maintained, new brakes. So I don't know anything about mechanics, so it sounded good to me. And we bought it, and I had all the seats in it. In fact, he had added some extra seats. He took out the wheelchair lift, and we took all the seats out. And then I had a buddy that works with metal, so we just laid 16 gauge metal over the other floor, and then we put down 2x4s and put like the 1.5" hard foam, and then plywood on top of that, and then the vinyl flooring, and left out, someone told me to leave a little hatch to get into the fuel tank, and I remembered to do that. And so then we put the floor down, and we built the bed. One of the stipulations Shirley had was she wanted the same bed we have at home, so we've got exactly the same mattress.
Mama's happy.
We started out sleeping crossways, but then one of us had to crawl over the other in the middle of the night, so now we sleep long ways, and it still works out okay. And we built that in, and we built little raised areas on both sides. And we bought the drawers there. We bought at Lowe's, and then this we bought at Lowe's. But it stuck out. We wanted it a little more room, so I cut 8 inches off the back of it, and we moved it back. Right now we don't have water or bathroom, because most of the times we go. There's showers and things, and up to this is actually the first time we've ever cooked. At the camp that we work in the kitchen and stuff, so all the meals are there, and we've never really had to cook. But eventually we'll put some kind of a countertop here, and then maybe a little sink or something. But I wired it in myself. Watch, YouTube is your friend. I'll tell you, I got on YouTube, and I put in a panel box and everything, and wired it myself, and just followed what the guy did, and we hooked it up, and I told her to get out of the bus, and I'll flip the switch, and if anything starts sparking, well, it'll just go up in smoke. But everything was fine. And we framed it all in. We put insulation in the sidewalls. We put in a rock wool. I don't know why, but everybody seemed to be using it. I don't know what the advantage is to that over fiberglass, but anyway, we put that in. And then just last week, we'd pulled out the ceiling. There was an air conditioner in here, and it had leaked. We could see where it leaked onto the ceiling. And so we pulled it out, and glad we did. Some of the insulation was black, had black mold on it. So we pulled all that out, and we bought the bus in December of 17. And so up until then, we just had like that 5-foil, that aluminum insulation kind of stuff. And so we were coming to this, so we put a push on. And we left the 5-foil, and then we put the rock wool, and now we put the tongue and groove up here. And we did that last week. And that was, I had to think about that a long time, because I knew I needed to put the 2x4s, and I screwed those to the ribbing. But I wasn't sure how long to make the 2x4s. And I started out 3 boards wide, and then I cut it down to 2. for each of the 2x4s, and I'm glad I did because it gives me more of a curve rather than a sharp break. And
now, was this tongue and groove have the kerfs in the back of it, or did you do that?
no,
to
no,
make it so it curved.
it just curves right around that 2x4.
Oh, okay.
It's real thin. Actually, I think it's more for wainscoting.
Sure.
And we found it at Home Depot, and it was $18 a bundle of 6, and I used less than 10 bundles, so probably with the 2x4s and everything, less than $200 in the ceiling. Of course, our bus is a short bus.
Well, what I was wondering is, helping Jax Austin on his bus,
Yeah.
is he did cedar that was a little bit thinner than this, and it was a major pain in the butt.
We had no
For us to
problem
do
with
it.
that.
Yeah.
I went to Harbor Freight and got a air brad nailer.
Right.
I'm telling you, for $20, that's one of the best investments I made.
I have one.
You know, and it was just choot choot, you know, and it went up fairly easy.
Yep.
You know, fairly easy. And now we're down to, I wasn't sure what I was going to do or what we are going to do here, so that's why we left it, so I'd get some ideas, and I got some ideas this week. But we're hooked up for 110, 30 amp service. We thought about doing a split unit for air conditioning, and we thought about a window shaker, and then what we decided on is a portable one. I did some research. This one, it has the intake and the outtake, and you put a hose outside through the window. And I never had, even running it into Florida in the summertime with the high humidity, never had to dump the pan at all. It just recycled it. So I was well pleased with that. And it serves another purpose. If we have a hurricane in Florida and the power goes out, I can move it into our bedroom and we got air conditioning at night, you know, because we'll have a generator. We bought a Harbor Freight, one of their generators, a 3500 watt. Haven't even taken it out of the box yet. We haven't had a need for it as far as boondocking and stuff. But other than that, and got the refrigerator at Home Depot, and we wanted one that was sort of split. It had a little bigger freezer in it. And we've got storage under the bed, and we're at the point now where we're doing the finished things. And like at first we had a big like a double recliner sofa, and it took up so much room we took it out. And now right now we're just using lawn chairs, and we can take them in and out. It gives us a little more room in here, and we can put a TV tray. And I put in the seat belts. I hooked those up for if our grandkids go with us when we had the others, but eventually we'll probably build some kind of a bench or something there so that they can ride in. But other than that, it's I mean, it offers us the awning. Someone gave it to us, a friend of ours. Their son works at an RV place, and I had stopped and got my power cord, and he said, we got an awning back there, would you be interested? And I says, yeah. And he says, okay, and he measured out. He says, it'll fit, you know, here's the stuff. I said, how much do I owe you? He says, you don't owe me nothing, it was brand new. Somebody had ordered it, and it was an insurance deal, and when the people saw it, they didn't want it, and so they told the insurance company, you know, they would, you know, send it back. The insurance company just forget it, you know. And so it was sitting in their shop for 4 or 5 years, and gave it to us, and we hooked it up.
Yep.
But other than that,
Nice. Well, thank you for the tour.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep, enjoy it. Now, do you have anything on social media?
Bob and Shirley's Happy Place on Facebook.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, you know,
All right.
we just sort of keep tracking, but I would highly recommend it. I mean, it gives you, I was telling someone, you know, if we get to the point where we can't do this, we don't have so much invested in it.
Right.
Like we can give it to our kids, and it's, you know, it's not like half our retirement savings we've blown on something, you know. And
well,
so,
thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed the tour of this week's rig, and join us again next Saturday for another episode.